Hey guys, back with a crafting video, and today's DIY is inspired by Valentine's Day. So I got a lot of items at home that I just been sitting around with, and I said, why not put them to use? So that's what we're gonna do today. So follow this video and let you see how easy that you can make you a nice lighted lamp just for Valentine's Day. All right, so I'm gonna take out some wax paper and I'm gonna line my table with that because we're gonna get started, and we're going to take out these frames that I have. And I thought these was cute when I picked them up. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I said, oh, well, maybe me and the kids one day could paint it. And this is way before Valentine's Day. And I know everyone, if you shop at Dollar Tree, you've seen these before. So I got more than one. The first one didn't have the plastic on. This one does. So I'm going to go ahead and take the plastic off really quick. And I said, since it's Valentine's Day and I haven't used them, don't know what I'm using for, I thought that was kind of corny for just the pressure frame, even though that's what they're for. I said I wanted to do something different. So I decided to use these guys and make a lamp. So this is going to be my base. And I don't know if I should crumble up that I have other hard things to use, but I'm always thinking about using your trash for another craft. So these little dowels, wooden dowels, came at the back. Those were so you can have it, again, because they're supposed to be a frame. So you can see the little hole there. And, you know, cute. They set up by themselves like that. I don't know, tilt the camera down just a little bit. Make sure you see. So it sets up just like that by itself. I got to shorten my ring light, so that might happen from time to time, guys. Bear with me. So I'm not going to use that. We're just going to lay that down here. And we're going to get ready to paint. So I decided that I would paint it white. So we're going to use this big, large white here. And I got a paintbrush. So we're going to get ready to get started with that. And so what I should have brought was my little palette. So I could have put my little paints on. But this one I'm not going to really use too many colors. And I'm going to try to go with a bigger brush so I don't be here for as long. And since it's a big space, it should be fine. All right, so let's pour some in here. All right, put that over here. And then we're just gonna go in with some generous strokes. And we're gonna paint this whole thing white. So like I said, this is gonna be for Valentine's Day. And I'm probably gonna go in with more than one coat. And I don't really paint too many things. I really like to spray paint more because, you know, it's really quicker. But I didn't have any white spray paint. So I said I'm going to push out these next couple of projects without going back to Michael's, Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, etc., etc. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm sticking to it, guys. It's kind of hard because I always start thinking about more, and that leads me to believe that I don't have enough. But guess what? That's just the enemy when you have plenty. So I go back in my chest and I say, you know what? I found something. And again, I normally do this on my own. This is not something that, I mean, I watch everybody else on videos do it. I just said I didn't really think that I could do that because sometimes I feel like I'm just so much in my head that I don't know if I'm gonna move fast enough for the camera or I don't know. So this is what we're doing. See how this works. And decide if I'll do it again like this, or would you rather me build my projects and explain what I did. But with this one, I kind of felt like it would help me deal with my insecurity and also show someone else how simple it is to take some things you might already have and make it into something else. So that's what we're doing. So I think that's a good top coat here for this first white one. Trying to get some good strokes so it doesn't be bumpy. Like I said, I am going to go over it and embellish it with a few things if I do see some imperfections. Alright guys, so I'm going to continue painting this. And I will be right back when I'm done. Alright, so I finished painting both of those. Put this down here real quick, and paintbrush. And they need to dry. So I'm going to move those over. And then I'm going to start working on my legs for it. So for that, I'm going to use these tumbler blocks. And I'm going to get some more of this wax paper to cover my table with. And before I paint these, I have to assemble them so they could be the way I want them to look. And then I'll just paint them at one good time. So we said we're going to do 4. And that'll be probably 16 for one leg. And 16 times 4 is what, guys? 1, 6, 4, what's that, 64? So that's how many I'm gonna need. Fun. So I'm gonna take out these and I'm going to show you what I'm gonna do with those real quick. So I got some wood glue, again from Dollar Tree. And these tumbler blocks, guys, was hard to find. I'm telling you, I went to every one. I used to see people talk about them, and I finally got me some. Sheesh. So I said, why haven't I used them yet? Okay. So I'm going for a diamond shaped into the wood. So I've been suggested by my mini-me. And she didn't like it straight. So I'm gonna see if I can do what she's saying. And create that look. So what it is, I'm taking all 4 of these blocks. And I'm trying to stand them so where they build more like a cube or a diamond in the middle. And once I get it together, I'll show you guys. Alright, so right now I am gluing each wood to make them longer so I can create my legs for my lamp. Well, not my legs, but the inner side that's going to hold up the 2 frames. Still the legs on the inside, I guess. And so instead of doing them the little small way, I felt like it would be easier to build the length that I want and then construct it to the way I want it to look. So let me see if we can zoom in here so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. And my light, like I said, has a little shortage, so let's try to get that back up. And you can see that I'm lining them up and I'm just attaching them and holding them for a couple of seconds. This wood glue definitely reacts really quick, so it's not a lot of wait time on that. And I'm just lining these up so I can get my sticks going how I want these to be. Well, the beginning stages. And then I'm going to conform them all together to get them the way I want them to be. So I said I need to use about 64 of these, and this is only 16, so I'll be right back. All right, so we got 16 legs, which is 4 blocks a piece for a leg. They're a little stuck to the paper at the second, but I'm gonna leave it for a minute because I want it to glue. It's not hard to get up once it's actually glued. I just don't want to peel them apart. It don't matter, I'm gonna paint over them anyway. Good. There we go. So here's one, as you can see. So I have 16 of them. I'm not going to hold them too much because the glue is still drying on them. So what I'm going to do, guys, is going to take my tops and I'm going to slide my legs up and out the way so I can concentrate on the top part while this dry. So we're going to switch places, pull this back here. And do the same thing on the other side. Okay, move those legs up there. Bring this part back here. So I haven't decided, guys, if I'm going to go with a second coat or not. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get to the back. That's just from the side. So I'm going to go ahead, top is dry. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get to the back, and then I can redo the front one more time, but I definitely want to get the back a little layer. However, do I want to do this first now? So then I'm not painting the whole thing, wasting paint. So I'm actually going to not do that first. I'm going to actually add my mirror. I do got it. So it's right here. So I'm going to use my little scraper. And I decided to take these mirrors that you get from Dollar Tree also. Little 4-inch mirrors. And they're candle holders. So if you take the little scraper around the little sponge thing, just makes it a little easier to get up. Because I don't really need these, so these are in the way. Like I said, this is for you if you're going to lay them on your table, whatever. So I try to get a little clean flush with it. So I just use the scraper to take that off. And so I'm going to take that off on all 4 of these guys. Try to always scrape away from you, never towards you. Don't want to cut yourself. This is really easy to do. And just remove all of those. And I'm not too worried about the paper at the bottom, guys, because this is actually going to be upside down, so you're not really going to see it. I actually need 4 mirrors. Did I bring 2? Only got 2. So I got all of those flushes off. And so what I'm going to do, guys, is I decided that I'm going to put this mirror on here like so it could come through like this way. So that's what we're going to do. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to, not get paint on the mirror will be first. So I'm going to have to, let me think. Oh, put some glue on it, right? Yeah, so I'm going to use some E600. Good old E600. And I just got to try to see the measurements on it really quick because, as you see, it's square. And I see what's blocking it, which I forgot about. So there's little tags. That's right here. Like all picture frames have. And because it is a picture frame, it has these little, you know, those little level things for you to actually put your picture in. I'm just going to move those out the way. So you just wiggle those out. Alright, and this is actually a pliers, guys. And I actually did kind of hurt myself. So, we're fine. But we had to get a little Band-Aid. So, I'm going to take this mirror, like I said, from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to size this up to the back of my frame. So I could get that to fit the way I want it to. And I'm going to add some E600 to get that to stay. So, I'm thinking, guys, that it's best if I put the glue on the wood. Because I can't really tell where it exactly needs to be at on the mirror until I place the mirror. So, that's what I'm going to do. Got my glue here. Got a little popsicle stick that I'm going to use to spread around the glue. This right here too. At least it was. Yep. And I'm going to put a little bit around there. So like I said, guys, so I could size this mirror up. So there's some glue hopefully in here. Let me see. Can I get some? Can I get some? Alright. So got some coming out. I'm just going to probably just go around this heart a little bit. So we're going to make sure that it sticks on there. And E600. I could have used my glue gun, which I got too. The glue gun gives it an automatic hold. So I might put a bead or two. Is it heated up? Yeah, I'm gonna put a bead or two of the hot glue. But first, I want to get some of this E600 going around it because it's more permanent and it will definitely lock it. But the thing about the hot glue, it'll give it an instant hold. So I won't have to really hold it like you would if you just use the E600 by itself. So I just want to spread this around though a little bit. So I'll make sure that my stuff holds on. And I'm going to take my gun. And we got the little Gorilla Glue hot glue gun. And I'm just going to go real quick around here. Because like I said, with this one, guys, you got to kind of move fast with it because it gives it a hold immediately. So I'm going to just set that mirror down that way so I can see what the glue and make sure everything is covered from the peak to peaks like so. And then I'm going to push firm like that. And it's covered, guys. And so we're going to do that to the other one. Just the same. Like I said, can't really maneuver too much once you get it. But it's there. And that looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave the trim empty or not. But for right now, I'm satisfied with that one. And I got it in my hand. I'm going to turn it around so you guys can get a better look. And see, I got that in there like so. Alright, guys. And I'm just going to lay that down and let that dry. Alright, so we're going to do this other one the same way. Alright, guys. So I've already let my legs dry somewhat, but I had to go over a few of them, so they're kind of wet. So we're going to still try to move along. And I'm just going to transfer these over onto, they're on wax paper. So I'm trying to put these over here. Am I going to mess it up, guys? Let me see, how can I do this the best? Alright, so let me scoop this off over here like this way. Alright, so we can move back to the top part. While these do their thing. I'm not really too worried about too many bumps and lumps. I'm going to fix those when they dry. So I'm just going to move this out the way, guys. Put this over here. And we're going to move back to our tops. So again, we'll be using the frames. And we painted those white. Those are actually dry and ready to go. So I was trying to decide what did I want to do with them and how did I want them to look. So I know I said I want to use these lights, which really inspired this whole thing. And then I know I have my vase fillers that, again, I haven't used for nothing really. So I said that would be perfect to make those work. So I'm thinking of putting those on top here. The mirror portion, though, had me kind of concerned on, did I want to leave it like that? Was that just okay? But to me, I kind of thought it was giving very blah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use some of that, which Dollar Tree. I got it before they went on a price increase. Yeah, I'm gagging on that too. But that quarter, every 4 items is another $1, y'all. So they did that. They did. And you know, some people say a quarter ain't nothing. And I say, well, how about you pay the increase for me? So I'm trying to decide how I want it to look. And I'm still in my head about it a little bit. So I'm just going to cut off some. This is why I really don't do too much on camera. Because I think I'm just an overthinker. And then I change. So that indecisiveness, excuse-moi, I'm trying to get better on. So I think I'm going to trim around my heart, guys, with 1 row of this bling. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And then I'm trying to decide that I want to go around the border. Because of course this is supposed to be for Valentine's Day. And guys, I'm left-handed. So you know all scissors mostly are right-handed. Hence why I might not be moving the fastest. Again, why I probably haven't been doing my projects on camera. Ouch, because this really hurts. Let me try to put it in my right hand, guys. No, this doesn't work. Let me try it the other way. This. So y'all get to see all of this uncut. It's alright, guys. This is a place of non-judgment. So that's exactly what I want you to see, that it ain't really as easy sometimes as it's already put together. When I show it, I'm like, no, I do got to try to sit down and show people what it is, girl, because, you know, people like to think, oh, you using Dollar Tree, this and this and that, so it wasn't nothing. Well, depends on the crafter, is what I say. Because some people don't really do too much and just throw on a couple of this and this and that, and, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that either. Embellishment is embellishment, you know. And then some other people, you know, go further with what's going on in their head. I feel like I might be a little complicated in my head, guys. And so I'm going to take some craft glue, I think I'm going to use. I do use my E600, but I think for this, I might be okay with the craft glue. The craft glue actually works really, really good. So I don't really have any complaints about it. Alright, so I got my little pink scraper pointer thingy. Can't think of the name. Let me pull my hair back because it's in the way. So I can see what the guan, people. Alright, so gonna come around my heart and trace it just like the heart with the glue. And we're gonna do the same thing with our thing. Can you see me, guys? I hope so. Maybe you might wanna turn it a little better for the people to see exactly what I'm doing. Don't wanna go around this heart. So get it to go just a little bit first before I move it too much. And then gonna come around, guys. Maybe I should have used my wood glue. I mean, this glue holds good. Maybe I should have used a bead of hot glue to get it going. But I don't really like the hot glue on certain things because it leaves that plasticky build-up-y thing that I don't be liking, guys. So I'm mindful of how it dries and that. So let's slide this on over here. And we could be able to start to lay this back in place. I'm not worried about anything on this board because I could fix anything that I think is off. Even if it means another coat of paint, I will work around it. Right at this moment, I'm trying to see what's the best. Okay, starting to pick up now. That's the only thing, like I said, with glue. Let me decide if I want to see on the other side. That's why I did only around one side of that. And I also got some Fix-All, but the wood grew a little slow too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some of my E600 and see if I like that on the other side a little better. Just trying to find one that actually got some in it. I use so many of them. There go one. Yeah. Y'all know how the glue likes to dry around the top. So I'm a little struggling with that. And we're gonna make sure the glue can come out. And I'm gonna come around on this side first and see what happens. If this will hold a little bit better. Tip off the old glue. Yeah, can you come out? There we go. Come on. Come on. Alright. So we got some going. Glue a little cold too, you know, guys. It is a little cold. Well, not cold in the house, but. Alright, so we're just gonna press it on this E600 side. And guys, that's definitely holding quicker and better. So, E600 it is. I beat out some more going around this hard. And I'll come back in and fix the other side. But first, we want to get whichever one is going. We got to roll with that one. So, untangle this. And I'm gonna come on around, guys. Cut off a little bit so I can handle this a little bit easier. That should be more than enough to finish my heart. Come on around the tail. Look at that. See, E600 doing it. So, it's getting on my fingers a lot, but it is what it is. But I like that it's holding in place a lot easier and quicker. So, we definitely going to swing with that. And we're going to come back around on this other side, reinforce this side. I mean, it was trying to do something, but definitely ain't as secure as the E600. And why not make it a forever hold? Well, as close as you can get. So, get some more of that out. Come over here real quick. Line that around. Boop. Boop. Make sure we close that. It googs out right away, guys. If you're not used to working E600, it definitely does do that. That's how it get. That's how it gets all on the top. But anyway, just gonna pat that around. Get that going to my heart. Like it, like it. There we go. Alright, guys. Come on in with this side. There we go. Got that hot. I'm just gonna flatten that, make sure all them things sitting where I really want it to. Trying to touch it a little light before. Might take off one more. Or maybe not. I might like the way that looks just like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Alright, guys. So we did that first one. And I'll be back when the other one's done. Alright, so now we have both of them on. So we got both of the hearts around it. But I'm thinking, not but, and I'm thinking I want to go around the border maybe. So that's what I'm probably gonna do now, is add some more of the bling. And since we got a little in here, I'm trying to decide, do I want it to be one or do I want it to be 2 rows? What do you think? 1 or 2? I think maybe 2. So I'm gonna go around the border with 2 rows around each border. And then I will decide, is there anything else I want to do? Now, I don't know. Do I want to do a double row? Because then if I do a double row, this is top and bottom. Bottom, that's top. I don't know. I'm not going to have enough. I don't know, guys. I think I don't want to do a double. I think I'm going to stick with my single. Because I got some other decorations that I want to add, and I just don't want it to be too, I don't know, too much, maybe. And so, I'm going to try to get a long piece so it can go around the whole thing. So I need to cut this, guys, again to another strip, like we did for the heart. And we're going to use that for the border. So, because it's such a long strip and it's a little bit tedious, I will get back to you guys when I have both of the borders done. Alright, so, like I said, that was a long, as you see, so I cut 3 of those. Wasn't going to make you watch that. And so what I want to do is, as you see, that's where my mirror is at. So I want to go around the border and add my trim. Put just a little more decoration. And as you see, my glue is acting a fool. So I'm trying to use it still. So there's a lot of glue in here. It just starts coming out from the side sometimes. Now let me see where my opening is at. Oh, is it this side? There we go. See that coming out of there? So we're going to use it right out of there. Sure am. Alright, so I'm just going to add this glue going around. And I'm going to take my trim. And I'll put that right on top of the glue. Just like that. Yeah, that's why one was best. All right. So just went around the border with my E600 to do all that. I felt it was best not to cut it. So this way it'll wrap around quicker and more seamless. So now I'm just getting the ends where they do connect. And that's that. And so you can see, went around the whole border. Still can't see it. There we go. All right, so we went around the whole border with the red. And I'm gonna do that to the other one. Oh, it takes the longest getting the glue out after you done cut the thing. Once the thing is cut, that was the longest part. And so we're gonna quickly do the other side. Just gonna get some glue. I'm gonna go around that whole side. We're gonna take the one that I cut. We're gonna find the beginning. And we're just gonna lay that right across. Tap that down into place. Turn the board over to the side. Hold it with your finger. And get some more glue going across the other length. And grab that piece and just continue to come around that border. Put it right in the middle where you want it at. And tap that down. Flip it on the other side. Hold it with your finger. And glue coming out the other side now. So whichever side it come out is the side we work with. And get that glue out. Come on, glue. And wrap this one. That right in the middle. Tap that down. Flip that over. Hold it at the corner. Coming around to our last corner here. And get that glue down. Right, this is that last corner piece. Cut that off. And stick that down. And once again, we got all corners with the bling wrap. Can you see that? Okay. So, for that, I think I want to move back to my legs and let these sit for a couple seconds, a little while. Let that glue here. And we're just gonna move this out of the way. And we're gonna grab my legs back. Switch places with the legs. All right, so now we got our legs. So this is the one that I was not really sure about. Let me plug in my hot glue gun. I might need that too while I work. And my wood glue is right here. And so, wasn't my total idea for the legs. Well, the legs extension part was mine, but someone, my mini-me, suggested that I don't do them straight, which is what created all these legs, because it's easy to say stuff, but then when you put it into the actual doing stuff, sometimes it makes the words not as simple as the craft. But so I'm still trying to follow that because I said, okay, cool. We don't have to make them straight. Give it some type of texture and something. So I'm just looking around for the pieces that look the best because, of course, it's painted. So I just want the smooth end. When I say smooth, as in where you can't tell that it's 3, 4 blocks glued and painted. So I'm looking for the best top side, so I can manipulate that. And if there's any bumps on the other side, hopefully you won't see those. So the whole thing was trying to create this pyramid diamond-ishy shape. I got my glue gun on in case I don't like the way this wood glue is acting. I apologize if you hear my dogs in the back. They are whiners. They want more chicken bones probably. So does the whole world. Did y'all see the increase on chicken? So they tripping. I ain't paying them no mind. So let me see. How was I supposed to do this, guys? I think I was supposed to make it more in a diamond-y shape is what I'm trying to go for. So I think I need this corner more than where I put it at. So let me try that again. Put it on the edge. And again, guys, most of the time I work these things out alone. But join the journey, because that's what we're on. We're on a journey. Spiritual truth, self-awareness, and worthiness. Love and peace. So, we're going to figure it out. So I'm trying to see, how do I get them to stay? Alright, I'm going to add a bead of hot glue in between here, just to try to speed up the whole time. So I'm looking for the best side. Guess this would be it. And trying to get them to go more diagonal-ish. Yeah. Maybe putting it down that's better. I can apply pressure. I can't say adding the hot glue made it better. I don't really care for hot glue. To me, it always does that. Where to me, I see more of a jumble mess than an adherence. That's just me. Now, I see a lot of people use it, and they crafts look beautiful after. But for me, it doesn't come out that way. Maybe I just like more textile stuff. I don't know. Having a little trouble with this one. But I think it's because I didn't hold it long enough. Okay. Put that down. Okay, so maybe I am getting it. Take a little patience to see what to go on. So, I ain't gonna be able to hold these up to you guys, really. I'm gonna have to, in a moment, not yet, adjust the camera for you to see better. Right now, trying to figure out how to hold these things better. And if anything, the hot glue got in the way. So, I got that other one over there, and that was just wood glue. So, I'm gonna stick to the just wood glue. Alright, so this would be technically, oh, Jesus. They're fragile, guys. All right, so this would just be one leg. I need room, guys. And I'm left-handed, so it's crowded on my left-hand side. Which, if anybody else is left-handed out there, to feel like a world of your own, you need space on your left-hand side. Being crowded on your left-hand side is like being claustrophobic. Please, I need to breathe. I know it is for me. So, all right, so we're going to look for the good sides, like I said. So I could try to build me a couple more legs. And even if I see imperfections, which I do, let's be clear, I'm going to hide those. So we ain't even going to stress over that. Like I say, I know not so much anyway. All right. Fire. All right, so let's go ahead and glue these other set and see how this is turning out. I'm trying to get it like right on the corner because I'm realizing that that's where I need it at. And this is just some old wood glue that I got from Dollar Tree when they still were $1. And I don't really use it, so I'm using it now because I'm dealing with wood. So I'm trying to line them up. At their corners. And apply a little pressure for them to sit. So I'm holding it down. Applying a little pressure for them to stick. When I get them all done, I will show you guys. Trying to get these last legs together, guys. All right, so I've managed to get them somewhat together, I guess. It works better when it's a thought out of my own head. This is just being difficult. Some people like to put you to the max, honey. See what you could do. Let's make it like that. Come on, let's look at these legs real quick. They still drying. But that's 2 of them. So, it's 4 legs. So, excuse me. What is it? Yeah, 4 legs. So these 2 will go together. These 2 will go together. Those 2 and those 2. So there's going to be 4 all together. Right now, they're in the 2 stage. So I'm trying to make sure that stays together before I start trying to move them around anymore. And I'm just going to let those dry for a second. So while those are drying, I don't really want to move too much either. I do want to look at this first one. Okay, so in all reality, it's going to be ending up to flip that way. So I will be then gluing them that way to make the actual leg. But right now, I'm going to leave them alone for a second. And I'm trying to decide with my imperfections, how exactly will I hide those? But I will. So even if that means trimming out the bars, whatever, something. So let's go and look at the top of the frame. So guys, I am trying to figure out what I want to do. Because like I said, the legs I already knew I had wanted to do white and long and use everything from in my house. So I did. But the angle and the way I'm doing them was just a suggestion from my daughter. Woo! So I have to figure out how I want to make that work and still be what I'm looking for in the end result. So I gave this some time to let it dry. It's not the driest. However, I'm trying to figure out, okay, so I got these lights. That was the main thing I wanted to definitely incorporate with this. And then I have my base fillers. That's just a couple. My bag doesn't hold. I brought these so large. I haven't do anything with them, so I'm trying to figure out how can I use a lot of them. So anyway, and I knew that they was like the same as these lights. So, but the thing is, with the lights going, I mean, yeah, with the legs going that way, and so I'm going to put them together because the finished leg is supposed to look like this, right? Let's see, this one ain't so dry. All right, so the finished product is supposed to look like this. It's not really dry like I would want it to, so it makes me feel like I might need to use some E600 because, again, it's not dried enough. So the goal is to try to make that diamond type of shape in the middle. All right, let's see. So it's to be like that. So all four of them to be like that. And so that was been the goal, to make it, I guess, a unique leg. And like I said, the imperfections, which is a lot, I'm already figuring out how to hide those. However, initially in my head, I kind of was thinking that I was going to put these lights in between, which they're too big. So that's not going to work, and that's fine because I do have a plan B in my head to how to get around that. So I'm going to focus on the top. And I believe now then I'm going to take my lights and I'm going to glue them up here in a cute little somewhat pattern around this other heart is what I'm going to do. And so I think that will be okay. So I'm going to do that. So let me see which one of these E600s can I get some more glue out of, because this thing got so much glue at the bottom, so I'm just going to help it with a little cut. Hopefully that gets some more out. And then I'm going to keep squeezing. Oop. Now it's on the other side, guys. Whichever. So let me move this so you can see. Going to just put me some right here. And I'm going to set that down for a second. And I'm just trying to play. I haven't really arranged it yet. But I'm feeling like they just need to be on there some type of way. So I'm going to put dabs of glue on this white, the cord piece, I believe, you know, the cord, to keep that down. And then I'm just gonna go around and try to see how would I position it. So this one, let me see. So it's like that, like that. Let me push this up a little bit. Put this one over here. And I'm just gonna put some glue there. Stick that down. And just try to make it look like something. It's not necessarily a pattern, but I'm trying to get it. Okay, cool, that helps it. Matter of fact, that worked even better. So when I tap it down on the plastic part, makes it stay in position a lot better. Okay, so cool, we're gonna go around with that. Gotta hurry up and catch these oozes of glue pieces. And then we're just gonna do that because the wire is working too, but bam, it's better like that. Bam. Alright guys, we're just gonna keep going around like that. Get some glue underneath this one. And I'm sure I need to hold them for a couple of seconds. Okay. And I'm gonna come back around and hold it again. Because the plastic, I'm sure, wants me to hold it for a minute or two. But the way my glue is so oozy, I'm trying to use it ASAP-y. So I'll come back around once I get some of these going down. Up towards this top. Back around the top. And right here. That worked out perfect, guys. Look at that. I only do it. Alright, and so I ain't even really know. I just said I gotta figure something. Because them legs was kind of throwing me off. And then I said, well, maybe I could use my fillers. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use those to cover all those imperfections. Like I said, I was gonna figure something out. So when it's in my brain, it's like, okay, I might could do it. And then, of course, you gotta actually try. So that's what we doing. All right, so I'm not gonna, let me try to hold them down for a few seconds, guys, just so they can hear a little bit. All right, I like that. Let's see, can I move this one over a little bit before I start sticking? Move this one over and then move that one over. So I think I like it like that. Okay. All right. So that worked out. That worked out. So can we turn this a little bit? All right. So let me show you guys what I came up with. And so, again, they still gotta dry. But I think that's cute. I do. I wasn't even thinking to do that. But I do, I like that. How about you? You like that? Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. And I'm gonna set it to the side over there. And we're gonna do this other one the same way, guys. And like I said, I got these lights from Dollar Tree. These are $1.25 now. And so, yeah, I like that because in my head, I was just like, oh my gosh, because I personally was going to do like, I don't know, maybe, not, I would have still maybe did 4 of those together, but I was just going to use them plain. I didn't really think about, oh, they have to be a certain way. And then she was just like, well, maybe, you know, I was a little blah. So I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. Let me do that then. But it's easier said than done sometimes. Or your brain has to catch up with what your mouth is saying. So, let me just untie these lights, guys. Sorry. It comes in a pack already. And I believe there's 10 of them on here. And so, get the beginning going. And so pretty much we're just going to do it just about the same. Why not? And we find that glue. first one there. And this one will probably be better because I know what I'm going for now. This one here. Oop, oop. Do you want to turn up? You don't want to go that way? Might have to come around this way, guys. It's being a little temperamental. Alright, so yeah. Do it this way. And do it this way. The wires that's already on here is kind of like controlling the direction too. So I'm just kind of trying to follow that pattern. And I put one there. Then put one there. Gonna put one there. So, bam, bam. And we're gonna put one here. Bam. And get one there. Okay. Now we're gonna get these last three up here. Right here. Get one. And this one here. And this one here, guys. Alright. There we go. Alright, so that worked out. So I'm trying to flip it the right way, like I said, for the wiring. And here we go. This is the second one. So turn that around, press them down, check on the other ones, make sure that they're staying flat. I should have probably did it the other way. Oops. Don't want to take it up now. Just want to leave it. And so we got it like this, guys. That's the second one. Alright, so I think that's cute. It came out nice. And so we're just going to move right along. Just trying to make sure they're in place right. Before they get to really drying. And then these are acrylic hearts, so against the wood is what takes it a second for it to adhere. But once they lay down on there for a little minute, they will be fine. Put those to the side, and now let's look at these legs. So, like I was saying, guys, I'm going to try to now see can I double these, at least one set. So then I can move on. I don't know. Should I double them or should I put my backs on? I feel like I'm going to put my backs on. Maybe that might help me with the sturdiness of them. So, like I said, the imperfections, turn those over. I decided, and since E600 is working so well, I decided I'm just going to come through here with a big goop. Alright, there we go. With a big goop. Come through like that. And on the other one, I'm going to come through here like this. Same way. And as long as the glue is oozing out, I want to get it out so I can make use of it. And since it takes a second to adhere, it'll be fine. Waiting for me to come back around with my little glaze fillers. Because I decided that that's where I'm going to use them at. And really quickly, I want to try to show you the camera, if it can show you over here, because that wood glue Sorry guys, it's the ring light. It has a little short, so I'm gonna move it. But I don't know how well you can see it, but that wood glue is like an off color anyway. So I'm not filling that against the white. And I don't wanna repaint it again, because that wasn't really fun. So I'm just gonna go in with these glaze fillers. And I'm gonna attach these in here. And so what I should have did, now that I'm looking at, is probably put some more glue on the sides too. But I'm gonna see right now how that worked out. Because in my head, I thought it'd be cute. So like I said, that's where it all starts at, guys. Up in this nugget. And until I get it out, do I really know what I'm dealing with. So far, I think I like that. Now, what I see might be an issue is the glue. So, I need more glue. I need to find me a better glue, guys. Alright, guys, so I decided to take each acrylic heart and glue it down the back side of my leg. So hopefully if I move the ring light, you can see. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put those on there, which is gonna take time to dry, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm adding these on, so give me a couple of minutes and I will get right back. Alright, so guys, I got all my legs done, as you see. I think they came out really nice. So I decided to put those glaze fillers on each and every one of them. But as I was thinking on how I'm going to now put everything together, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do exactly what my daughter suggested as far as the 4 going on in a diagonal, which was supposed to be like this. Let me not say I can't. Let me look at it. Oh yeah, I can't. 2 reasons why I can't. One reason why I can't is because the main reason. Well, all of them are not lining up the best way. So I didn't know how I was going to be able to mount it. So I was feeling like I might have to try to like mount it to the base and then put them together, or put them together first, like so, to then make my legs. However, because again, I wasn't really thinking about some of the things, after I already designed these tops, I really don't have the space to even do it any bigger. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that, because my legs have to go here, because I'm trying to build, if you bring it back just a little bit more, lift up, yeah. All right, so I'm trying to build my statue here. So with that being said, these are going to be my legs, right? So I wouldn't be able to spin the other one because there's no space, because I got the hearts in the way. So I decided that's going to be fine too. So I'm figuring out, I'm going to take 4 of these away, which I think these are really pretty. So I'm definitely going to have to figure out something else I could do with them. So in the meantime, I'm going to just be working with 4 of them instead of all 8. So I'm just going to put these to the side. And then I'm going to take one of my mirrors, or one of my bottom tops. Well, this is my bottom. And so I can get to start to getting them on. So here I'm deciding that I'm going to do it like this, because I have just the perfect amount of space from the hearts. And it is still giving my tower that I need to put my top on. And I was worried about leveling because of the other one may or may not have been the same height. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I don't really like the wood glue, but I'm going to fix all of that also. So And again, the wood glue is in. I'm having trouble with my glues, but I'm still trying to get them out because there is a lot of glue left in here, and it could waste money. Woo. So, I'm gonna make sure we get some of this glue out of here. Again, we're gonna use that E600. And I'm going to take a leg and I'm going to put it on the bottom. And then I'm going to mount that down right here at my corner. And I'm going to do all four of them the same way. It's like I tell you, when stuff is in your head, or at least in my head, then it's just in my head. And as it comes out, then that's when you have to sometimes make little tweaks to make it work. This wiring, so you get it positioned right. But I still think it's coming out nice. So I want to turn that, excuse me, catty corner. Let me turn it towards me so I can make sure I'm getting every corner the way that I want to get it. And see, that wood glue is not white, so that's what I'm really not feeling about it. But like I said, I'm gonna fix all that. Turn around this way. Get this other leg. And we're trying to figure out the speed up feature on some of this parts. So hopefully this video don't get dragged. If not, just know I'm trying to be able to show you guys, you know, things that I'm doing. And this one, like I said, woo, sugar, I seen it falling, and my reflex was weak, guys. But like I was saying, I'm sorry, did it hit you? That's my daughter right here, of course. And so, I was saying that I just want to try to show you guys some of the stuff that pops in my head. And this was literally last minute because I was looking for something else for another project that I'm working on, or wanted to work on, that I was talking about, like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's Valentine's Day coming, so I was trying to tell myself, yeah, let me get ready for something. And while I was looking for the materials for what I think I want to do, then I seen these frames, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I had these forever, and they have hearts on them, so, which just threw me way off. But I don't know, it just started flowing real quick, so I said, you know what, let me go ahead and try to see what I could do real quick with that, and try to give you a more interactive video where you could see me in action. Hey! Alright, hey! So, this is what happens in action. Y'all get to see it. Alright, so let me get it together, guys. Let me get it together. You gotta hold it for a second because, again, it takes a minute to adhere. You see the other two, they standing out. So, and that's the other thing. It's like sometimes I'm a little annoyed about the fact that I'm trying to share, but then things need to dry and all that good stuff. So, it is what it is. So, before I try to put the top on, I'm going to let the bottom try to get itself secured, and I'm going to leave that on there for now. So, what I'm thinking, guys, is how I want to do my inside, that I want to add more hearts on the inside, which I think that's doing a bit much. I think I might use my good old bling wrap that I've already been using, and I'm thinking I might cover up like this way. Is what I'm trying to think about. Yep. And yeah. So for the meantime, I'm gonna let this dry, like I said. And I don't know, maybe I could get the top on there. Not asking for too much. Am I asking for you to collapse? So it's gonna go on like this, guys. Alright. But I'm a little worried about, see? That's what I was worried about. So I'm not gonna push it, not gonna force it. I'm gonna come back in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, an hour, whatever it takes, guys. Whatever it takes. Put a little bit more glue on here since you done fell one too many times for me. So I'm gonna stick this one back on, and I'm gonna try to get me some patience. That's all. And I feel like when I come back though, the best part about it is the top one would be up top. So I won't have to mess with it too much. So I do want to do one more thing to the bottom. And I do want these to be dry so I can figure out how I want to fix the legs. And I do need room to get in there, so I don't need the top on top of be last. So we'll just leave it as so, and we'll get back to you guys. Thanks. All right, so we got our legs on. And we got these extra legs here that I said I don't have the space for. So we're just gonna move these out the way, and we'll figure out how to use them down the road. And so I'm just gonna try to work on my bottom and my top. So this one is gonna be my top, this one here. And so I have my battery pack that I want to not have exposed. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay that across. With this, I definitely could use the hot glue with, but either way, I'm gonna use a little bit of E600 too. Hopefully that help it stay down. So just don't want it to lift up. I want it to be able to stay in place. So just gonna hold that down. And that popsicle stick done dried. Let me see if I can find. No, I'm just gonna come around. I need it. No, this ain't size. Can you press stop? Alright, so I got the battery pack here. Open this one up. This is not, I don't really care for these. These are the ones from Dollar Tree. It's not that they're from Dollar Tree. I just don't like the way they open and don't open. So the casing to me is kind of difficult. That looks like a star tip. I don't even know if I have a star tip. None of those are. All of these are Phillips. They look like a star tip down in here. See if this will catch it or not. They make it so hard to get into their little casings. I don't care for that. So let me see without trying to, because that is definitely a star tip and not a the batteries I thought I had already for them. I'm gonna just take some out of this remote. Alright, I thought I had 2 batteries. Yeah, but I got I need a total of 4, so I'm still gonna take it out of this. And then, like I say, it'd be hard to lift up. So I'm gonna try to slide this in here. I like my other ones, so the ones I get from Amazon, because you just click them and the bad boys is on. You ain't gotta fight with the thing, because the cap. Now this be the one. This be the one. It always be one. It's got to be one. Because the spring is the opposite way. So I just be like, if you're not letting me lift this up far enough, then how am I really supposed to get it, guys? Alright, so let me use this to pull it back since I must do this in front of you guys. You know, it's the only way. Alright, so I finally got this thing in here. Okay, it's in there, guys, it's in there. So I'm going to lay this down because I'm trying to see exactly how I want it. And I just basically want it to where you can't see it and it's out the way. And I'm just going to push it down up on that E600 because I really don't want those to move, neither. And then I could not find, I don't know how many times I done brought these little Velcros. But for some reason I can't seem to keep up with them, guys. So today I am using, what is these? The little foam mountain tapes. Still do the same thing. So I'm improvising. Story of my life. And so make sure you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the mountain tape, the ones that you can use for pictures and stuff like that. I do like these because they're a little small, so they're already pre-cut. So I said, okay, I can make it do what it do. So I'm just going to stick 2 of them on the back of this battery pack here and stick it down to this mirror here. So you can remove it and change the batteries. Yep. And so we got that together. We're just going to stick that down there like that. So this is how we got our top. Got our top. And we got our battery pack. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing over here to our other one, but the difference with the other one is my base. This one was the top. Make sure the wire stays down into that glue. And so this was my base. So I'm gonna set, this is my top, so I'm gonna set that up there. And my base over here. I decided, because it's so nice and cute, that I want to have it propped up. So I got these boxes here, and they come like in these little smalls, and these are doorknobs. And they're very pretty, I thought. And so I said I wanted to use them. Hopefully they sit correctly. We'll see. In my head I thought, right? Maybe not. They don't have a flat bottom. I didn't even consider that. So I might not do that. But I do got a plan B. So, gotta go for another project. I didn't ever pull them out after that. I haven't really used them. I'm trying to just use stuff that I have. But if I think a little bit, I will be able to do it. But I am gonna figure out how I want to elevate this without using wood, because I could also add some other wood. And it is elevated just a tad because of the mirror. So that may or may not be an issue. But right now, I'm just going to do the same thing that I just did to the other one. So I'm going to insert my little batteries again, and then I'm going to get right back with you. Alright, so I got the other side. Like I said, I'm doing it now. So what I decided, and I've seen real quick, was that, remember, elevating it was an issue. So I've decided I'm just going to stick this battery at the bottom, like I have the other one. Press that firmly against with my little stickies. This one here, I don't have to worry so much about the wiring like I did the other one, because I'm going to cover all of that. So like I said, since we got these extra pieces that I've already made, I decided why not use them as my leveler. So I can't use all 4 because it's going to waste away my trim work, which I'm not going to let that happen. But it will cover the wire that's hanging, and it will elevate it. So I'm going to go in and make it like that. So, really quick, I'm going to set this down like so. I'm going to go in with my, guys, I'm just definitely trying to use up all this glue because it makes no sense to get a whole new glue, open that up, and still got these old glues with glue in it. So I'm going to get my money worth. So, is that the right leg? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to now give it a good swirl of this E600. Oh, how much good I can get. Get that out of there. Look at that. See that all that glue in there? I'm gonna go waste money that you ain't really got, or that you can use on something else. I know I'm tired of that, and that's the whole thing where I'm saying I'm using the stuff that I have. I'm staying away from the store. It's not necessary. I've been in the store too many times already. So, get me a nice generous amount on here. I want it to hold. Actually, because it takes a couple of seconds to set up, I got a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this other stick. Yeah, I'm just going to get all that glue on there. Might smear it a little bit with a popsicle stick. Now it's coming out the side as it loves to do. That's when it says, "You're pushing all my guts out. It's coming out from everywhere." Dang right. Daggone right. I need all my money worth. Every dime. I don't know what I keep doing. Do I eat a popsicle stick? Maybe I'm eating them. Alright, so I'm going to smear this on here just a little bit so we can get a good glaze. Make sure this thing stick good, guys. Both of them. Real quick. Let's see, can I get out a little bit more? There you go, from the top. Get on these edges. Alright. So that's going good. Smear that all up in there. Alright, so now I'm gonna lift this up. Put this on one side. See how that worked out? I'm able to salvage it because I was sad in my head about, oh my goodness, I done waste my time and my little stuff putting on there. Now I just need to make sure we are leveled. And the main thing too was not covering up my side work. And there we go. Looks level. Alright guys, let's see, can y'all see that good? Move my table just a little bit that way. And make sure you can see it good. Alright, so I got that leveled up on there. And spin it around so I can see it the right way. Kind of working with it upside down. Okay. This way I can see it from the front as well. Make sure I'm nice and levelly, guys. Yeah, I'm liking the way that's looking. I think that came out cute. So I'm just going to press down a little firm on there. Get that on there, a little something, something. And now, we're going to add our top. Excuse me. We're going to get our top going. And so, just need on the four corners. So let me see if can I get some more glue out of this one. It's already started to cut and rip. So I'm gonna cut that open just a little bit more. See what come on out of here. I'm not cover the top, so it's getting on my finger. There we go. There's some glue right there. And right there. Yeah, this is real nasty. Well, I'm used to the glue feeling. Maybe that's, I do like it. I don't like when it's like stick to stuff, but I don't know. Lets me feel like I did something. I really need to touch all the stuff that I be doing. Hair, everything. Like, I can't feel like it's too far in attachment, like with nails and stuff, where I can't really get a good grip. For me, it just makes me feel like I'm not getting it. Yeah, let me see. It's a lot more glue down here, though. It's just nasty. I should have kind of put on my gloves for this. Now that's getting a little bit excessive, but I just want to add some up here so we can get a good stick. And yep. So this is going to take me down there and get all what I need. Alright, so now we're just going to flip this top right on top, make sure we got it the right way. So heart and heart, top and top. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. And guys, how we liking that? I think that looks nice. You know, I really do. And like I said, I just went inside my thing. I was looking for something else and just had a whole epiphany. Like, let me just do this. So I really think this came out nice. And yeah. Oh yeah. So I like that. What I want to do is two things. I want to show you from a different angle, so give me just a moment, guys. All right, guys, so I just wanted to kind of show you from my angle what it's looking like. And so this is what I got so far. Of course, I need to clear off the glue strings, but I just want you to see exactly the construction, because from the other side, filming it, I don't know how much you can see. But yeah, that's what we're working with so far. And so I'm not quite done. I'm going to let that dry. And then I'll be back with some finishing touches. And then we'll show you what we all got. It's all done. All right, guys. So I am back and I have it all ensembled. And I would like to show you guys what I came up with. And this is it. So I have everything together. And it's actually sitting on my pink resin mat. What I love about this mat is that the resin pieces just peel right off, so it doesn't stick to it. So this is what I use to put it on. And let me back it up. There we go. All right. So guys, yeah. So I think I love it. Not I think, I do. And so that's what we're going with. And if you give me just a moment, I'm going to turn out the lights so I can give you a closer look and you can see actually how this thing works. All right, guys. So let's see how we can get this going. All right. That's one. And here's my other one. There we go. That's 2. So guys, I hope you can see that. And I actually resined it as well to give it that little shiny gloss. And I actually love it. I think it came out awesome. Especially with the border trims. Again, I couldn't get the 4-way going, so I did the 2. I decided to use the 2 at the bottom. If you come along on the sides, you can see the other 2 of the walls I used alongside the bottom so I can give it some height on both sides. And yeah, guys, I think that is so awesome. And let me just try to see where I might want to set it at in my room, and then we're going to show you a picture of that. Alright guys, so I think this looks cute here. That's just one of the wires that reflects through the mirror. But it is really actually nicer than I thought. I love it when it lights up. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I might just not put anything and just keep it here as an addition of the Valentine's vibe. But guys, I really think that came out awesome. So give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, and keep looking for what's coming next. Thank you guys. Bye.